Bugs crashing your pack's party? Whether they've got paws or sneakers, your pack deserves a home that's protected from pests. That's where Wondercide comes in. Plant-powered protection made with steam-distilled natural essential oils that actually work. It kills and repels fleas, ticks, mosquitoes, and ants without questionable ingredients or overpowering smells. Safe to use around kids and pets when used as directed. Lab-proven to work fast. And proudly made in the USA. We offer sprays for pets, people, homes, and yards. Plus, spot-on treatments, collars, and even shampoos. Whatever your pack needs, we've got it covered. Founded by a pet parent looking for a better way to protect her dog Luna, Wondercide's now protected over 21 million lives and counting. You might have even seen us on Shark Tank. Go to Wondercide.com and use code WONDER20 for 20% off your first order. That's WONDER20 at Wondercide.com. Wondercide. Protect your pack with plant-powered Wondercide today.
You know, what keeps me up at night lately isn't horror movies. It's realizing how much of my life is floating around the internet. Addresses, phone numbers, my family members, my personal emails. Data brokers are collecting this stuff and selling it like it's a clearance item. That's why I'm excited to tell you about My Data Removal. They help you remove your personal info from the web, but for real, not just hiding it, but going after the more than 200 sites and growing where your info might be exposed. They scan, they remove, and they keep you updated every month so you know what's been taken down. Identity theft, unwanted calls, someone getting a hold of your home address and family details. It's not paranoid, it's real. In fact, 1 in 3 Americans has experienced identity theft. It costs time, money, and emotional stress. My Data Removal fights back so you don't have to. Here's what you do. Head to mydataremoval.com. Start with a free scan to see exactly what data about you is floating around. Then let them clean it up. Let them restore your privacy. Protect yourself. Protect your family. Clean up your data with My Data Removal. Visit mydataremoval.com now. Your peace of mind is worth it.
This is a Bramble Jam podcast.
Welcome to Girls Gone Hallmark, a Hallmark review podcast. I'm Megan, and I'm a longtime Hallmark fan.
I'm Wendy. I'm a former Hallmark hater.
Today is our hotly anticipated Countdown to Christmas preview episode. We will be doing this in 2 parts, so don't forget to come back for part 2 as we dive into the new movies and series coming to Hallmark and Hallmark Plus this 2025 holiday season.
Can you believe we're here again?
No, it feels like yesterday that we were leaving Kansas City.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it doesn't feel like it's been 9 months since that.
Yeah, I'm having a lot of melancholy feelings about like this time of year last year, like excited for Countdown to Christmas, excited for the cruise. And we have none of that this year.
We have no cruise. We have no Kansas City experience. Although as of this morning, the pre-sale for the cruise was just announced and we signed up. Who knows what we're going to do with that?
2026 seems real far away.
It really does.
But I mean, maybe.
I know.
We needed to take a year off in between, but I'm
going to have serious FOMO when that cruise sets sail.
I know. Same.
So maybe we'll be back in 2026. We shall see. We'll let y'all know.
Maybe.
Can we do some broad strokes real quick?
Sure.
And I have some questions for you.
Okay.
So Countdown to Christmas announcement came out. We have 24/27 new movies. Mm-hmm. We'll get into it. Mm-hmm. 5-ish series. No Hallmark Mystery / Miracles of Christmas.
Right.
So I'm curious. Let's start with, what are your thoughts on the number of movies?
Well, I've been thinking about this, and I have been reading Reddit and Facebook a lot. I knew people would be so unhappy that there were less than 40 plus movies. However, me personally, I've been saying for maybe the last 2 years, quality over quantity.
Yes.
So I'm hopeful that we're going to get some smash hit movies here because they're not making so many.
Right. They didn't feel the pressure to hit that number, which is made up. It's a goal they've set for themselves.
Right.
And rather focused on making quality movies. I have some thoughts on 2025 from Hallmark that we'll get into in a minute. How do you feel? We have several series, both scripted and reality. I mean, I know the answer to this, but how are you feeling about having those as part of the countdown?
I love it.
Yeah.
Mix it up, baby.
Yeah.
I know there's so many traditionalist Hallmark viewers who are like, why aren't they just airing Hallmark movies all the time? I need Hallmark movies all the time, anti-reality, anti-series. But I'm like, why not?
Right. I think there are a lot of Hallmark watchers who get very in their Hallmark box and they're like, I need my 2-hour movie. I know what to expect. And I understand I'm not a great stepper out of the box either, especially when it comes to television. I'm far more likely to go with what feels comfortable. But as we get into this, I do think there are some things that are worth people's time.
I agree.
Let's talk Hallmark mystery. Do you have an opinion about the loss of Miracles of Christmas?
No, honestly, those were probably my least favorite. Look, I need a fun rom-com. I don't need anything like too heavy. The holiday season is heavy for me personally anyway, so like that's not the type of movie I'm drawn to. But with that said, I know a lot of people are upset that those movies don't exist anymore, or that.
Yeah, so what I wonder is, for me, I'm not bothered by the loss of movies not airing on Hallmark Mystery. Those movies always had a lower viewership. Fewer people have access to Hallmark Mystery. I feel like some people don't fully understand that there were multiple channels where you could watch Hallmark movies. So I think consolidating everything on Hallmark Channel, and for the listeners who may or may not know this, everything is getting a next day air on Hallmark Plus. This is, in my opinion, the best year for Countdown to Christmas movies because there is a very easy way to watch them all if you don't have Hallmark Channel. And it's not catch them in the 72 hours. They're available on Peacock.
Right.
Every movie is on Hallmark Plus. Every series will be on Hallmark Plus next day. So I want Hallmark to make a full court press to push that information out there so people are aware that they can have access to every single movie.
Now tell me, on Hallmark Mystery, they are going to be airing like marathons of Christmas content. Is that correct?
Every Sunday beginning October 19th, Hallmark Mystery offers movie marathons presented in festive theme collections, including A Cozy Country Christmas, Thank You for Your Service, The Magic of Christmas, and A Little Christmas Faith. Every Tuesday night, starting October 21st, viewers wanting to binge watch holiday movies led by their favorite stars will have their Christmas wish granted with back-to-back films featuring Paul Campbell, Jesse Schramm, Victor Webster, and more.
Look, I love a collection. I love a themed situation. I'm glad they're doing that. And I think that ticks the, I mean, they have to utilize that channel for something.
Yeah, I'm very curious to see what the future of that channel is going to be. They rebranded. It was part of their big rebrand announcement prior to Hallmark Plus. They rebranded all of their channels. I don't know what's happening over there.
I don't either.
My thought on what Hallmark is doing, I have felt like 2025 has been a bit of a rebuilding, refocusing year.
You think?
Hallmark Plus, big plans in 2024, all this original content. And I feel like Countdown to Christmas was a deluge. Not only did we have 40 movies on linear programming, but we also had original movies. We had The Unwrapping Christmas, we had Cherry Lane, we had Finding Mr. Christmas, Holidays, Mistletoe Murders, plus Ready, Set, Glow, all of that on Hallmark Plus. It was entirely too much. So as a consumer, how many people are genuinely watching all 40 movies? That number has got to be low. I like the balance. And I think like this year has been like, let's maybe recoup some of what we invested in Hallmark Plus. And I hope that the idea is now we're making plans to start 2026 strong. Because 2025 has been a little bit of a mismatch.
Agree.
A lot of re-airs, a lot of weekends without even a new movie, not even a re-aired movie. So I'm very curious to see what next year brings. We have Michelle Vickery in the mix, hopefully trying to refocus things. I'm not mad at this schedule, though.
Me neither.
Particularly as a content creator.
Yes, ma'am.
Now let's talk about you and I really quickly.
Okay.
You made a statement the other day.
Thanks.
What did you say?
I said, let's do them all.
I don't see why we don't.
Yeah. in previous years when there's 40 plus movies, we would have to sit down and like kind of pick and choose what sounded best to us. And, you know, we are two people. There's only so many hours in the day. There's only so many days in the week to publish podcasts. But this year seems highly doable.
We're talking about 2 movies a week plus the series.
Yeah. I think that can be done.
I think so too.
I think so too. So, I mean, I'm saying it now. Let's do it. But who knows what can happen.
Look, if you had a sneak peek into the behind the scenes of the lives of Girls Gone Hallmark this past week, expect the unexpected would absolutely be the theme around here. Mm-hmm. But let's hope. Maybe it's all out of the way and it's going to be smooth sailing until the end of the year.
I hope so.
So, are you ready to talk Countdown to Christmas 2025?
I am.
Why don't you kick us off?
Saturday, October 18th, a Royal Montana Christmas. A princess seeking escape spends Christmas at a Montana ranch where she rediscovers joy, family traditions, and an unexpected romance. It stars Fiona Gubelman and Warren Christie. It's also directed by Peter Benson.
Peter Benson, one of my faves. Fiona Gubelman was in last year's, she was in Sugar Plum. She was also in 'Tis the Season to Be Irish. She was in Sugar Plum.
As who?
She's not one of the leads, but she was in it.
Okay. I'm shaking my head to Megan. I'm like, no, that's not right. But I don't, she was definitely not
She
a
was
lead.
not one of the 2 leads, no,
I don't
for sure.
remember her
She
at all.
may have been alongside Victor Webster in that cameo scene.
Oh.
I don't know who she was. My point is, Princess Victoria of Zlarnia is the character that she plays. I'm glad to see Warren Christie. He'll be in Home Turf with Nikki DeLoach this fall. He was in with Nikki DeLoach last year.
Yeah.
I liked him in that movie as well. I feel like he's been like, we haven't seen a ton of him lately. So I'm glad to see him back. But I had to tell you, when you kick off with Princess Victoria of Zlarnia, my first reaction is to like mentally tune out.
Yes, I agree. You lost me at Princess. Mm-hmm. And I hate saying that. Mm-hmm. It's just not the type of movie that draws me in. With that said, though, you have a really good director with Peter Benson. Like, he gave us Return to Office earlier this year.
I love that movie.
Leah's Perfect Gift from last year. I enjoyed that movie quite a bit. Blind Date Book Club. And he's booked and busy this year. This is the first of 3, maybe, movies he has in the Countdown to Christmas lineup. So, good director.
All right. What are you thinking about a Royal Montana Christmas overall?
I think it's an odd choice to kick off this season,
Interesting.
but it also makes sense for October.
Oh, because Montana feels like fall?
No, because nobody's watching Christmas movies in October.
Ouch.
I'm not trying to be a hater. I
hear you. I do hear you. Although I do remember last year starting strong. Don't ask me what. Oh no, it was that Robert Buckley Amy Graining movie, which was great.
It was great.
I think wasn't Holiday Crashers opening weekend too?
I think so.
Yeah. So I'm willing to be surprised. Speaking of names, I want you to know that Warren Christie plays a man named Huntley Blaylock. He's a
Rancher?
He's her dashing guide. Yeah, he's a rancher. So there's going to be a lot of royal in the country hijinks may ensue.
Yeah, I'm not looking forward to it.
I'm envisioning her very much like Jessie Schramm in Harvest Moon, like on her ass in a big mud puddle. Mm-hmm. You know, inappropriately dressed for the occasion.
Yeah. Yeah,
Well, we'll be watching it. Come back here, Girls Gone Hallmark, for the review. Next up, Sunday, October 19th, A Christmas Angel Match starring Megan Ory and Benjamin Ayers. 2 angels with very different styles are paired to help a destined couple fall in love and find their own spark along the way. My notes say angels, yes. Benjamin Ayers, double yes.
So this one is directed by Christy Wilwolf. I don't know who the writer of this movie is, currently unknown, just because the information is not readily available to us or on the internet quite yet. At first glance, this was giving Miracles of Christmas. However, the extended description, which you have in your hands, it reads to me more like opposites attract trope.
Yeah, let me give you a little more information. Monica is a by-the-book traditionalist who follows every heavenly rule, while Michael, that's our boy Benjamin right there, embraces spontaneity and delights in earthly joys like hot chocolate, snowball fights, and holiday dancing. Is it giving Buddy the Elf angel version?
Perhaps.
Look, Benjamin Ayres is a great comedic actor,
Yes,
so I think he's going to bring a lot of fun to this role.
Remember him in the Santa Claus last year?
Absolutely.
Chef's freaking kiss.
Yes, absolutely.
He's so funny. He does comedy so well. I think this is going to be a real nice pairing. I can absolutely see Megan Ori as this kind of by the book
Angel?
gal. I'm excited to see how they portray angels. In the last couple years, we've seen them do variations of Providence Falls. We had angels, and that was kind of weird. And then that movie where Ian Harding is in it, and like they're angels. And
Oh, yes. That's a Christmas Carol spinoff.
that was really good. The way they portrayed the
Loved
angels
that.
there. So I'm excited to see what they're going to do here.
I agree with you. This is definitely on my radar.
Also, in this movie, these two angels, they're trying to put like a couple together. I'm excited to see who that couple is. Is it random or is it going to be like a cameo type situation?
Question, is there any part of you that is envisioning the 90210 Christmas episode with the angels?
Girl and the school bus
Yes.
and all this nonsense. Yes. TV episode from 30 plus years ago.
Yes, but I can hear their voices as the bus is headed towards certain disaster.
So can I. So can I. Next up, Saturday, October 25th, Merry Christmas, Ted Cooper. Stars Robert Buckley, not Jr., and Kimberly Sestad. After a string of unlucky holidays, a cheerful weatherman heads home for Christmas and gets a second chance at love. Writer Russell Hanlan did the screenplay for this one.
Yes, he did.
I only know this because homie's out on Reddit promoting it.
Yeah, I saw
already.
that. You shared it with me. He also posted on Instagram about it. I like when these writers and directors are getting up in the socials and sharing what they've worked on, because that information's not out there with all of these press releases. For me, I was already sold. I feel like Robert Buckley and Kimberly Sestad's a great pairing.
Can't go wrong.
Cannot go wrong. Russell Hanline can write a killer holiday movie script. So I think it's a fun idea.
I agree.
We have all the ingredients here. However, may I read this line to you from the
I'm scared.
extended synopsis?
Sure.
Within hours of arriving at his sister Kate's house, he finds himself making a trip to urgent care after falling off a ladder while hanging decorations. While there, he runs into Ruth Mittens, his former high school science teacher who was always his cheerleader. He reconnects with the charming Hope Miller, except she's now Dr. Hope Miller, with whom he went to high school and quietly crushed on from afar. Look, falling off a ladder, I always worry.
Hi, Jinx.
Yeah.
But I'm excited to see Robert Buckley play kind of like this unlucky dude.
Yeah.
I mean, with a face card like his, and to be unlucky.
Face card. Look at you.
Yeah, I'm excited for it. I'm really excited to see who is going to play Ruth Mittens, the high school teacher.
As am I. Also, he's described as having relentless optimism. I'm picturing a Ted Lasso type character, which I could totally get behind.
Yes. And then you got like Kim's dry sense of humor. Like I can see it all working. Very much looking forward to this one.
So next up on this very weekend, we have Sunday, October 2nd. We have the Cherry Lane Movies Hallmark Channel debut. We get a triple play. Starting at 4 p.m., Season's Greetings from Cherry Lane, followed by Happy Holidays from Cherry Lane, and then Deck the Halls on Cherry Lane. This was a Hallmark Plus release in 2024. I am not surprised to see that I'm glad actually to see that we get them back to back, that they're doing them on one Sunday rather than trying to fill 3 separate time slots.
Thank God.
And this wasn't even in the original press release. They're not calling these originals, but they are on the official schedule. I got to say, I really enjoyed the first round of Cherry Lane, the original.
The original movie.
Yeah, I thought it was very cleverly done.
Yeah, I agree.
I did not watch all of these, but I started to. I'd be willing to give them another try. These aren't high on my list of movies I'm dying to talk about this season.
That's interesting. You say that. More on that in a second. I had a very good feeling these were going to drop on the schedule. I was kind of surprised when they weren't like initially on the schedule.
Yeah, absolutely. Me too.
But I'm not surprised. Why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't they? Agree with you. I'm so glad they're not drawing it out over 3 weekends. I would probably riot in the streets of Kansas City if that was the case. Not because these are not good movies. It's just because it's been a year of encore presentations. And I'm like, please give us something new and fresh. I agree with you. Are we going to review these?
I don't know.
I just feel like they've been out there. I don't know if we want to
I'm not sure that we need to.
And I watched these last year when they originally dropped. For me, it's like rinse and repeat. It's the same. Like, I thought it was so nicely done. The first movie was so nicely done. Like you said, it was clever. It left a lot of people asking questions. They didn't quite get it, whatever. But now you're repeating that same formula like 3 more times. Feels like, why? So that's how I feel about it. But great casting throughout.
Absolutely.
Want me to move on?
Yeah.
Moving on. Saturday, November 1st, Christmas on Duty stars Janelle Parrish and Parker Young. This was directed by Jake Van Wagner, who directed last year's Deck the Walls. The screenplay comes from writer Alexis Segal, totally new to Hallmark, has previously written on a TV series, but that's it. Here is the synopsis. Former rivals are stuck working Christmas duty together on base, and a snowstorm forces them into a holiday-saving mission. Last year's Finding Mr. Christmas winner, Ezra Moreland, also appears in this movie. What are your first impressions?
Well, our stars are Janelle Parrish and Parker Young. Parker Young, I feel like it's worth noting in the it's so interesting to me. They list their credits in the press release. Janelle is listed as Pretty Little Liars, which is so bizarre to me that in a Hallmark press release, you wouldn't list one of her Hallmark projects.
Sugar Plum.
Why are we not calling out Sugar Plum?
Return to Office.
Yes. Parker Young's previous credit is listed as Enlisted, which is a 2014 series that he was in. He's been in quite a bit since then. He was in several episodes of 911 Lone Star, the series Imposters, A Million Little Things, but he is a Hallmark newbie. We have 2 military-based movies this year. My concern is sometimes when we try to do a very specific job, can we make it look realistic?
Okay.
I don't want Bobo military. I want to give it the respect that it deserves. And I do worry about that a little bit.
Here's my worry. I feel like this movie, a majority of it might take place in one setting or one short time frame.
Yes, I think you're right.
And that worries me a little bit. I don't have a great feeling about this one. I love Janelle Parrish. Like last year's Sugar Plum, last year's A Haunted Wedding. Like she was really busy.
Fantastic.
Really busy last year and at the beginning of this year. I hope I'm wrong about it. I worry it's just going to be like frenemies to lovers with a greater mission of like saving Christmas. And I don't know. I don't know.
They plan to stay away from each other, but when a snowstorm prevents all the Christmas presents from being delivered to base, they are forced to team up for a special mission to save Christmas. Now, is this a Santa Claus situation? Or is it like save the Amazon truck?
Good question.
Good question, indeed. Next up, the hotly anticipated Sunday, November 2nd, A Newport Christmas starring Gina Claire Mason and Wes Brown. A 1905 socialite magically lands in 2025 Newport, that's Rhode Island, and falls for a local historian but must choose between 2 centuries.
Can I just add here, the director is Dustin Reichart. The writers, Joa Botkin, Andrew Gernhard, and Dustin Reichart as well. This is the team, with the exception of Joa Botkin, but this is the production team behind A Biltmore Christmas.
This is a killer team. They're not going to miss.
Not going to miss. Not going to miss.
Costuming done by One Keith Costumes.
Yep.
Who I trust to get the period costuming done well. He, of course, also worked on A Biltmore Christmas. He nailed that, in my opinion. I am very much looking forward to this on many, many levels. I love everyone involved. A Biltmore Christmas really sold me on time travel Christmas content.
I mean, you can't go wrong with Jawaba Kentu, who knows how to write. She writes we have said for a long time, she writes like difficult family situations really well. Mm-hmm. If you're not familiar with her work, I mean, she wrote Savory in Paris from last year, Branching Out from maybe 2 years ago with Sarah Drew. She's so good. She's so good. Gina Claire is great. Wes Brown is great. It's going to be 5 stars if we can get these two to sing together. I don't know if there's going to be a moment for that or not. I'm really looking forward to this one. I just think visually it's going to be stunning. Storytelling is going to be great. I cannot wait.
I co-sign all of that. We're going to take a quick break and we're going to come right back with more first impressions of the Countdown to Christmas lineup.
Saturday, November 8th, Christmas Above the Clouds. Talk about another hotly anticipated
Indeed.
reunification of our two faves.
Mr. Golden Delicious himself.
Oh my goodness, guys. Christmas Above the Clouds. I don't know if I even have said it yet. A CEO trying to skip Christmas faces her past, present, and future on a long haul flight and reconnects with her ex. This is the first time we've seen Aaron Krakow and Tyler Hines reunite since It Was Always You. Do you have a first impression?
My first impression is done and done. I'm here. Appointment television.
For real. Peter Benson also directed.
It's going to be great. I have no doubt. These two have fire chemistry. They're great together. I'm excited to see them reunite. I think they've both only gotten better with time. If this isn't a smash hit, I'll be shocked.
Yeah. Let me tell you, I love a retelling of A Christmas Carol. In the extended synopsis, they talk about 3 quirky spirits who come to visit. Who is playing the 3 quirky spirits? I cannot wait. I haven't heard any rumors. Please, I'm begging. These are cameo spots.
Absolutely.
Begging that they're cameo spots. Here's what I am worried about. Like Christmas on Duty, I feel like this is taking place in one setting. Are we trapped in this airplane for the entire time? Or is it going to be like they eventually land and then like life continues on land? I don't know. What do you think? Are we in this tube, this metal tube, this
I
entire
think we're
movie?
spending a lot of time in an airplane, which they're going to have to sell me on.
For real. But I'm so excited to see these two. And like you said, bring on Golden Delicious Hines.
You know, I think the fact that it says, haunted by her past, present, and future, she's forced to confront the choices that led to her success, yet left her flying solo. So we may get, while we are centered in a plane in real time, we may get a lot, dream sequences or moments that, or at least are set outside of the plane happening in past and the future.
I'm really excited. I don't know who the writer is on this one either. Dying to know that as well.
Next up, Sunday, November 9th, A Keller Christmas Vacation. It stars Jonathan Bennett, Brandon Routh, and Eden Scher. 3 adult siblings reluctantly reunite for a European Christmas river cruise that becomes the family trip of a lifetime. Wendy, do you know who Eden Scher is?
I sure do. From The Middle.
Sue Heck?
Yeah, it's not a show that I watched, but she's like a cultural touchstone that I feel like
she's real great on TikTok. She's super normal.
Oh, really?
She's got twins. She's just like a mom. I'm so excited. I really enjoy her on TikTok. She's real smart and funny. And I did not watch The Middle in real time, but TikTok loves to feed me scenes of television shows, and I've seen a fair bit of it since then. She's absolutely an icon. I love this pairing. Her, Jonathan, Brandon Routh, of course, Superman / 9 Lives, 9 Kittens of Christmas.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. We're headed back down the Danube.
Yeah, Danube, but make it Christmas.
They must have gotten a good deal.
Yeah, here's some inside baseball. Last year, we interviewed Jonathan Bennett, and he was telling us off mic. It was off mic. I mean, I feel like we can talk about it now, but he's like, yeah, I'm getting ready to leave. I got to go do a European movie, and it's got to be done now, actually during the Christmas season.
So they must go to some holiday market.
Yeah. Look, I'm into it. I like the 3 adult siblings angle. I'm excited to see who plays their parents. I'm into the river cruise movies, the Danube movies I really liked. And if I recall, when we reviewed the Danube movies, I was a little bit disappointed that they didn't show more boat stuff. But here is where it's going to work, because they're not going to just be contained to a boat. They're going to be in the, what's it called when you deboard? What's it called?
Disembark.
Yeah. And they're going to go to the markets and they're going to do the stuff. And it allows the opportunity for a boyfriend or a girlfriend to fly to them. Like, it's not just going to be them, or there's going to be some meeting. They're going to meet people. So
Yeah, it does say new friendships and budding romances. This will be, as far as we can tell, the first opportunity for a main character same-sex romance. I'm certainly hoping we get some of that with Jonathan Bennett here.
agree. You know what I think would be so amazing too? If Catherine Disher showed up. Just as sitting in the lounge area.
So good.
She was in
Bring
all
them
of
back.
Yeah.
Not just Catherine Disher. Bring back our captain. Oh, I'd love that.
I wonder if it's the same. It's got to be the same
It's got to be.
actual boat company.
Yeah, it's
All
got to
right.
be.
Saturday, November 15th. Here is the one I feel everybody is excited about.
Yeah.
And please don't mistake the tone in my voice about it. But Three Wisest Men, starring Paul Campbell, Kimberly Sestad, Tyler Hines, Andrew Walker, Margaret Collin, directed by Terry Ingram. I believe the writers return: Paul Campbell, Kimberly Sestad, and Russell Hanley.
Indeed, Russell confirmed he did write alongside Paul and Kim for this final chapter in the Brenner Boy saga.
The Brenner brothers are back, this time juggling babies, big moves, and their final family Christmas in their childhood home. I guess if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah. With unexpected in-laws visiting, wild animals lurking in freshly cut Christmas trees, and a hesitant mall Santa, the boys will have their work cut out for them as the holiday begins to loom. Yeah, I think this is a rinse and repeat situation. They know what works. Why not bring it back one last time?
What are your personal feelings on that?
Last year's Three Wiser Men was not one of my favorite movies of the season. I didn't hate it, but I thought there were stronger showings. I may have said last year that we didn't need a third installment of The Three Wisest Men. I'm not surprised it's back. It will be an enjoyable watch no matter what.
Yeah, I mean, the guys together are always funny. I think there will be plenty of comedy. I'm hoping there's a big emotional payoff, especially with the storyline that this is their last Christmas in the family home and what that means to them. I'm hoping there's some meat to it. Yeah.
Yeah. Sunday, November 16th, we have Tidings for the Season. It stars Tamara Mowry Housley, BJ Britt, and Elijah Justice Lewis. A serious news anchor is inspired by a young fan to highlight heartwarming holiday stories and finds love along the way. All I gotta say is BJ Britt was looking like a snack in those behind-the-scenes sneak peeks we got of this movie. I am all in for our boy BJ as a newscaster. I think he's gonna nail it.
I'm really excited to see BJ Britt in a lead role. I hate the title of this movie. It was formerly called Tonight's Top Story, which at least gives me something. We know his character is a newscaster. Tidings for the Season means absolutely nothing to me.
I totally agree. It's like they had to make it holiday in some way. There had to be some sort of happy medium between Tonight's Top Story and Tidings for the Season.
Yeah. I could freaking chat GPT 5 better.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
What I like about this is the premise feels fun and it feels fresh. And I like that it's reflective of our world today, because in the extended synopsis, we have a boy who's unhappy about all the bad news in the world.
Yeah, let's report some good stories.
Yeah. And I love that. That give me some feel good. I'm excited. I'm a little bit worried because you know how I feel about children in movies. It could go either way. This kid could be super annoying or he could be adorable.
Totally agree. What our synopsis did not make clear is that this young boy is the son of Tamara Mowry Housley's character.
Right.
She's a single mom. So, and then of course things are going to get sticky as the young boy starts to look up to this man in his budding romance with his mother.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it.
Me too. Here's another big one. Saturday, November 22nd, holiday touchdown, a Bill's love story. I mean, neighbors bounded by Bill's mafia traditions discover a decades-old Christmas secret and the romance that's been right next door. Okay, hear me out for a second. This movie stars Holland Roden, Matthew Daddario, plus cameos from Buffalo Bills players and legends. Director Destin Reichert also did last year's football movie. We talked about him earlier in this episode that he did Biltmore. Like, he's very skilled at his job.
Yeah, but Julie Sherman Wolfe did not get the opportunity to write this movie, and as far as I can tell, did not write a movie in the countdown.
Yeah, there's a lot of movies that we don't know who wrote them yet, so I'm hoping that there's one in there that was penned by her and we just don't know yet. Yeah, the writers of this are Vanessa Morano and Danielle Morrow. If you are a Gilmore Girls fan, Vanessa Morano is April Nardini. Here, I'm going to say it. How did they land this gig?
The writers?
Yeah.
That's a great question. I don't know. I thought the Chiefs movie was fine last year. I thought it was cute.
But it was one and done, right?
It was totally watchable, but it was not a movie that I wanted to continue talking about once it was over. I found the promotion of it to be very frustrating. It overshadowed so many other movies that I thought deserved time and promotion. It hasn't hit critical mass yet, so it'll be interesting to see how that promotion plays out this year. You know, last year, the stars of that movie were on the cruise. Julie Sherman Wolfe was on the cruise. There was a big focus on Tyler and Hunter. That's not the case this year.
Right.
They're not on the cruise, although I'm sure they'll make a appearance at Kansas City. I'm very interested to see what the promotion looks like. I think it could be fine. Bringing in a fandom like this, bringing in the football fandom. There's also another crossover with the Bills player in another movie.
Yeah, I noticed that too.
So, you know, I think that's smart, right? Are you going to get some people who are maybe willing to watch because they're going to see their favorite team? Andrew Walker makes a cameo in this movie. Obviously, we'll watch it.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to this one the least, and I will gladly eat crow if it's good.
Totally, me too. I'm not afraid to admit that if it's good. I wasn't on my list of things to look forward to this year.
Yeah.
But let's see. Can April Nardini write a script?
I don't know.
Sunday, November 23rd, Melt My Heart This Christmas. A glassblower's dream collides with a fair director's rule, leading to love, betrayal, and a second chance, starring Laura Vandervoort as the passionate glassblower and Stephen Huszar.
That says a lot right there.
I don't have high hopes for this movie.
So when I was doing the research like weeks and weeks and weeks ago, when I started compiling the rumored movies for Hallmark, this one was one of them. At that time, full IMDb page, which leads me to believe that it's an acquisition.
It reads like one.
I could be wrong. I don't know. I've enjoyed both actors previously, but this story is not compelling enough for me to be interested. And the director and writer are two names that are not familiar with Hallmark.
We also have mixed into this storyline, there's a secret identity situation. So, you know, there's a case for misunderstandings to abound.
Oh, boy.
Oh, boy, indeed. We're going to take a quick break and we're going to come right back with more first impressions of the Countdown to Christmas lineup. That takes us into Merry Thanksgiving weekend.
I got to tell you, kind of surprised our football Bills movie did not end up on Merry Thanksgiving weekend.
Indeed.
It did last year. But with that said, let's get into the first movie of Merry Thanksgiving weekend, Thursday, November 27th. This is Thanksgiving Day, if I'm correct, right?
You are correct.
We Met in December. Stars Autumn Reeser and Niall Mater. Director, writer, currently unknown.
I believe Nina Weinman wrote this script.
Really? That makes me so happy. Two strangers share a magical night in a holiday hotel and spend December searching for each other. my first impression. I love a missed connection storyline.
Me too.
I love Autumn Reeser. We have not seen her since last summer. Give me Bale. I love Niall Mater. I know he's not going to be Bale in this, but...
No, but Nina Weinman did report that Niall Mater is incredible in this.
Oh, I'm so excited. I
love their quest to find each other. That's very fun. Next up, Friday, November 28th, The Snow Must Go On. This is directed by one Jeff Beasley and stars Heather Hemmons and Corey Cott. This is about a former Broadway star who directs a small-town Christmas musical, rekindling his love for the stage and for a local teacher. Isaiah Hayward is Corey Cott's character's name. He's a former Broadway star, so Jeff gets to revisit his Broadway dreams. I imagine we get some singing once again in this movie.
I have some good news. Stephanie Sy also.
Stephanie Sy! I hope she gets to sing.
I know. So if you recall, Jeff Beasley directed last year's A Carol for Two, which was also a Nina Weinman movie. It did not get talked about enough. I loved that movie. It was so good. The music was so incredible in that movie. I'm thrilled. I'm so excited for this one.
I don't think we made enough hay about the fact that Jordan Litz, the actual Fiyero on Broadway, was in that movie with
that jaw
the
that won't
jaw of stone.
That was such a great movie. If you have not watched it, please find it on Hallmark Plus. But I am really looking forward to this one. Really, really looking forward to this one. Last year's A Carol for Two with that like kind of New York grittiness Broadway. I just loved so much about that. I hope it has touches of that. I don't think it's going to because it's like small town Christmas musical, but I'm looking for the big musical scenes.
Sure, me too.
Cannot wait. Friday, November 28th, The More the Merrier stars Rachel Boston and Brendan Penny. Snowed in at a rural hospital on Christmas Eve, two doctors deliver babies and holiday cheer while falling for each other. Director and writer unknown.
Well, one of the babies being delivered is the baby of the local OBGYN. Now, look, I like this pairing. Rachel Boston, Brendan Penny. This is a real fun pairing. As you often point out, Brendan was so fun in Family Feud on the cruise. Yeah. Worried about the hijinks. Worried about the like, oh no, you know, like a little bit of that, but could be very fun.
This is also the movie that has the crossover with the Bills player, if I'm correct.
Damar Hamlin.
Yes. And there's a little bit of a confusion, I feel, in terms of the story premise here, because the way it reads to me is like there's a lot of babies being delivered, but when you read the synopsis, it does talk about like other heart patients. I have a link to a website. It's called Abbott.com, which is weirdly sounds related, but it's not. And the article is Abbott Heartmates ambassador Damar Hamlin and 5 of his Heartmates teammates will appear in The More the Merrier. And so these are real life heart patients.
And so my guess is they're there trying to spread holiday cheer, doing a holiday cheer visit, delivering gifts, that sort of situation.
They're children.
Right, but Damar Hamlin is there trying to spread holiday cheer.
Yeah, I'm not sure. So it feels a little like
a dual storyline.
Yeah,
a little bit. It doesn't get too messy.
I hope not. Yeah.
Next up, Saturday, November 29th, An Alpine Holiday starring Ashley Williams, Lacey Maley, and Julian Samani. Estranged sisters honor their grandmother's wish with a trip to the French Alps that rekindles family bonds and sparks romance. Weren't we just saying we needed a group of women, including Ashley Williams? And here it is. Our wish has come true.
Yep. Also directed by Lucy Guest. Which,
it's going to be so great.
Come on.
It's going to be so great.
Like, I'm an Ashley Williams stan. I love her. I love her movies. I told Megan off mic all weekend long. I watched maybe 4 Ashley Williams movies.
What did you watch?
I watched October Kiss.
Yeah.
I watched Falling Together from last year.
Yes.
I also watched one more. Hold on. She has long hair in it. And she's a single. Oh, Never Kiss a Man in a Christmas Sweater.
You did.
Guys, I've been really sick, and so like I just like laid on the couch and watched movies, and It was an Ashley Williams weekend in my house.
Ashley Williams fest.
I'm so excited. I love Lacey J. Mailey too. I just think I'm expecting comedy. I'm expecting heartfelt connection. You cannot go wrong. I'm dying to see who wrote this movie.
Me too.
Here's a biggie, Saturday, November 29th. So this is a double header of a night here. We have the highly anticipated A Grand Ole Opry Christmas. Stars Nikki DeLoach, Christopher Palaha, James Denton, Sharon Lawrence, plus Grand Ole Opry cameos by many, many musicians. This is directed by Claire Niederpruem, which I was so filled with joy when I found out that a woman directed this. I don't know why. I enjoy her movies a lot. I'm very excited to see her do something with this. I don't know who the writer of this movie is.
Neither do I. I think it's Tracy Andreen.
Oh, fantastic. Here's the synopsis. A songwriter returns to Nashville's Grand Ole Opry where Christmas magic transports her back in time to reconnect with her late father. Can I tell you, here's the one biggest thing that worries me. This big extended cast, I hope it doesn't come off as like an all-star special. Do you see what I mean with that?
Yeah, and look, these are like, if you were a 90s country fan and you're seeing names like Rhett Akins and Susie Boggess, and then she gets transported back to 1995 to connect, part of me is like, the 90s country is my jam.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping it's done in a way that's not like, and ladies and gentlemen, Susie Boggess, and it's more like, hey, that music is incidental to the time, and she happens to be there.
Yeah. Well,
if she sings Hey Cinderella in this movie, I'm going...
But there's so many musicians in this. You think like one artist
I can't even begin to imagine how they're going to do it.
Yeah, I don't know. Look, I love Chris. We all know this. I love Nikki. I'm excited to see them together in this. I'm excited to see Nikki get a really big movie. I love the time travel element so much. The fact that she gets to go back in time and it's a story of redemption. And we have Chris who's playing this 90s. He's not present day. He's a dude that lived in the 90s. He's like a manager or something. I'm so excited. I cannot wait. I will have some problems if they like have a romantic thing. Like, look, I know I've just talked about it before, Biltmore being my favorite movie, and like,
you don't want them to have a romance?
I do, but like in my brain, it doesn't make any sense. But, sell it to me.
I mean, they bring him forward in time in A Biltmore Christmas.
I know. I don't know how
he's our time traveling dude.
He is. I'm really excited for this movie. I'm really excited. And have you been to Nashville?
I have not.
I went several years ago. I toured the Grand Ole Opry. I can envision it in my mind. It's like church pews. Like I can just see the dark wood and stained glass. Like I'm already envisioning what this movie is going to look like. I'm so excited.
I think it's going to be great. They had a call for background actors. So a lot of Hallmark watchers, including friend of the show, Denise, are in this.
Yeah, that's so exciting.
So fun.
So fun. I wish I would do that here in LA. Land of Hollywood, where they're supposed to make movies, but they don't. But,
Yeah, well, California is trying to incentivize people to come back to make movies. So cross your fingers. Wrapping up Merry Thanksgiving weekend, we have Sunday 2 movies. The Christmas Cup, Sunday, November 30th, which stars Rhiannon Fish and Ben Rosenbaum, who is on When Calls the Heart. A Marine sidelined by an injury leads her hometown team in a holiday rivalry game and finds love on and off the field. Do you have any thoughts on this movie?
Not for 1 second do I believe that Rhiannon Fish is a Marine.
I find Rhiannon Fish, I really like her. However, I find her to have somewhat of a bad picker.
Go ahead.
So I think she finds herself in, like, look at a picture of her. That's a great performance. She and Tyler Hynes have crazy chemistry in that movie. And then you look at all these on-location travel movies that kind of fall flat for me, quite frankly. So this could really go either way.
She's in the very best way, like too bubbly and too exuberant for me to buy her as like a serious. And the Christmas Cup, is it about soccer or it's some sort of sport?
It just says the annual Christmas Cup against the rival town.
I mean, it'd be great if it was like trivia and not actual sport. I don't know. Like it's this
trivia.
This does nothing for me.
Totally.
Nothing for me. I'm sorry. Sunday, November 30th, again, another doubleheader night. We have Christmas at the Catnip Cafe. Stars Erin Cahill and Paul Campbell, directed by Lucy Guest. A marketing exec inherits half of a cat cafe where fundraising, feline matching, and romance all play leading roles.
What are your thoughts here?
I mean, the premise makes my eyes roll, but I do think the cast and director are going to elevate this.
Sure.
I imagine Paul will play like a curmudgeon type.
Yeah. He's Dr. Ben Kane, the veterinarian who owns the other half of the cat cafe that Erin Cahill's character wants to sell before Christmas, naturally.
Yeah.
Those hot Christmas real estate deadlines.
Totally. I feel like I know what to expect, but I love Erin Cahill, and that's another one who I've really been leaning into watching a lot of her movies. I really enjoy her. I enjoy Paul. I think it's going to be good. I'm excited for it.
Look, the 9 Lives of Christmas was an unexpected hit. Maybe we're going to get another one. Cat cafes are all the rage.
They sure are.
We're going to wrap this episode up here. We'll be back with another episode. It's already in your feed right now. Wrapping up the last month of the Countdown to Christmas movies, as well as all of the series coming to Hallmark this holiday season. Check that out. Thank you for listening to this episode of Girls Gone Hallmark, a Bramble Jam podcast. We'll see you next time. Goodbye.
Bye.
All right, friends, before we go, just a quick heads up. You're about to hear some ads. These little gems help us keep the show running and the Hallmark love flowing. So do with that info what you will. Grab a snack, hit the skip button, or maybe, just maybe, listen in and discover your new favorite product. Bye.